Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing very well today. Today is April 5th, and you need a chair and your bad self. We're going to be working on some breathing, and then we're going to be doing a joint workout. So we're going to do a lot of things that will help us to focus on joints and muscular and body movement. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on so that you actually get a little bit more light there. There we go. Joint and muscular body movement. We're going to start with doing our breathing. So I want everybody to stand up nice and tall. I want you to shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath as you do this. Hold it for just a moment. And then I just want you to let everything exhale down into a natural position. So you're relaxed. And this is how we begin our breathing. We're going to do it 3 times. We'll go up for 4, hold for 2, and down for 4 to 6. If you hit empty before we get to 6, just hold on to that thought, and then we will start the count all over again. I do use my hands as a cueing mechanism. If you choose to follow that, that's great. And if you don't, that is okay. Nobody's going to be mad. All right. So standing up nice and tall, get yourself in a frame of we're going to breathe to innervate ourselves. Here we go. In through the nose and out through the nose. Again. Last one. All right. I'm going to turn the music on. It's going to be just an accompanying soundtrack for us today, not driving us to go fast. Lovely little group called Alciver Lake. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on loosening up our shoulders. I saw this nifty little trick yesterday and I've been trying it, and I have gotten some results from it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 fingers from your left hand, and you're going to need to find your right collarbone, okay? You want to go just below your right collarbone into this divot right here at your shoulder, okay? So find the collarbone and go into that little divot. Let your arm hang loose. Press. So as you turn your hand like this, you should feel muscles moving, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our arm palm up. And then as we go down, you're going to turn it so the palm is raised in the back. And that was 1, 2, and back. 3, and back. And the pressure is applied for a reason. 4, and back. 5, and back. And you need to be rotating your hand every time. 6, your palm is always up, so rotate it. Good. 7, 8, 9, and we're going to do our last one. 10, and back. Shake this hand out, and then shake this hand out. Shake your shoulders out, and we're going to do the other side. So 2 hands, 2 fingers, find your collarbone, and then find that divot that's right below the collarbone and right here at the joint of your shoulder. And you're going to start. You get a little pressure there. Feel the muscles. Start by moving your hand, rotating your hand, and then bring it palm up. And we'll do the count at the back this time. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent job, guys. 7, so you make sure you have that rotation going. 8, 9, and 10. Shake this hand out. Shake this hand out. Move your shoulders a little bit. Go ahead and pick up your feet because you've been standing. All right. We're going to revisit that exercise in just a little bit, but what that has done is it's kind of helped us open up our shoulders by putting some pressure on the front. It helps us to release some of the tension in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up our spine because we're going to be working in this area for a little bit. And I just want you to have your hands down. And we're going to do 20 of our little metronome tick-tocks as you would. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, keeping your shoulders in line with your hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7. Tighten your core. 6. That doesn't mean hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just as a reminder, the tighten your core business is you want to tighten those muscles as if you're bracing for somebody to do a little gut punch. Okay. Not that I want anybody to punch you, but you want to just tighten that. And as you're moving, you feel how that moves in there. That's going to be very important because that's actually one of the exercises we'll be doing shortly. So staying with that metronome, let's go to mummy position. Make sure those elbows are kind of wide. And we're going to do the same thing, but you're going to go a little slower because now you're leaning your upper body more heavily. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to feel the stretch in your obliques. 5. Try to tighten your core and be able to breathe. 6. You never hold your breath on these. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to get a lot of ab work in today, you guys. 10, 9, 8, 7. Just that nice slow movement. 6, 5. We're getting looser and looser as we keep our core tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hands down, shake your arms out. Go ahead and lift your feet. Do about 4 lifts here, and then 4 knee lifts. That's going to be our little in-between or aperitif for our legs. Now, remember I mentioned that tummy punch a while ago? So what I want you to do is I want you to stand. I want you to have your soft knees and soft hips, which means soft hips means you're soft right here, okay? So you don't have your butt cheeks pulled in and you don't have your knees locked, because notice how my body bowed this way. With soft knees and soft hips, I've got a fairly straight line of pressure here. What we're going to do is we're going to behave as if we're fixing to get punched, and we're going to hold that contraction for 2 counts while we exhale, okay? So we're on the count, we're going to go 1 and down. So you're going to hold it for 2 and down. So it'll be 3 counts. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Ready? We're going to do this 10 times. Do not hold your breath. You can have that initial hold and then that exhale. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're on number 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. Everything gets tightened up in here. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 2 more. 9, 2, 3. Last one. 10, 2, 3. Go ahead and do your knee lifts. Your heels up for 4 and your knees up for 4. And a little show of hands. How many of you are tired just from doing that last set of things? Just from holding these things? Yes. More than any of this that we've ever done, that takes a lot because you're pulling everything and you're holding it and continuing to breathe. All right. So our last of our little metronome moves. So go back to your stance here. Take those hands, fingertips to ears. You're not gripping your ears and you're not closing your elbows. So we're doing it from this position. So when you take your hands up, lift those ribs, and we're going to do 20 alternating. 1, and come up. 2, so take it nice and slow, just really feel and enjoy it. 3, again, those abs we've been using. 4, Here, it's totally that same move. 5, where you hold your core steady while you're breathing. 6. Good. 7. 8. 9. 10. Counting down. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come up. Roll those arms down. Shake them out. 4 lifts here for those quads. And then 4 lifts here. Ooh. Tired in here? It's a good kind of tired. All right, we're going to go to hip hinges next. We're going to be doing our warm-up. And our warm-up is going to be a little more intensive than we normally do. So what you're going to make sure you do, you come to a comfortable position here. Start in the comfortable position that you like. We're going to roll the hips back, take the belly button forward towards the top of the thighs. We're going to go down into that hamstring stretch mode, and we're going to hold that. And I want you to keep your head and neck at neutral. Don't crane up to look at me. You know what I look like when we're doing this. So take that breath and just roll the hips back first, taking the belly button towards the top of the thighs, head and neck at neutral. Fine. When you feel that hamstring press right there, you stop, reach around, walk your hands up and down the hamstrings a couple of times and in different places. Okay. And then go ahead and brace. We're going to breathe up halfway. And then we're going to go back down into that stretch. So you should be able to go a little lower and go ahead and take those hands back there, up and down the hamstrings, inside and out. Do it at least twice. Then brace. We're going to breathe up. And then down one more time, focusing on the hamstrings and then conversely your hips. Now, we're only going to stay with the hamstring massage, okay? Up and down. Those tight areas back there. Go ahead and brace and breathe yourself all the way up. Ooh, good. Bend. We do our little 4 count here. And then our knees up. All right, the reason we went into the hip hinge is because you remember our collarbone drill that we did the very first? We're going to do that again from the hip hinge position. So you're going to need to take your 2 left fingers. All right, I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to turn this way because this is the hand that's moving. 2 left fingers, collarbone, find that divot just below the collarbone. Then you're going to go into hip hinge position. Let this arm hang long as you're pressing on it. And you're going to go palm up, palm back for 1, up, and back for 2, keeping that pressure on that divot. 3, make sure your lumbar is in good position. You're not so far down that you can't control your position of your body. 4, holding those hamstrings in a good position. 5, 6, 7, so your palm is up in the front and up in the back. 8, 2 more. 9, and 10. And go ahead and roll yourself up. Do your 4 and 4 as we reset to go to the other side. And kind of give your shoulder a roll. Does it feel a little looser, a little better than it normally does? Because that's the area we've been working on, that joint. Right hand, 2 fingers, collarbone. Slide it up. Find that divot. Hip hinge. Belly button to the top of the thighs. Arms hanging long. Bring it forward, and we'll count in the back. Up. And 1. Make sure you're rotating that palm. 2. Keep that pressure on there, nice and gentle, but steady. 3, 4, 5. Keep your lumbar in good position. 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have one more to go, and we're done. Bring that arm down, press into your hips and roll it up, and do your 4 and 4. Ooh, roll that shoulder. Oh, nice. I've got a nice smooth movement there. Okay, so we're going to take our chair out, and I'm just going to bring it to center so I can move around. Now, this position that we did a while ago, we're going to do it again, but we're not going to do metronome side to side. We're going to do it with our knee up. So you're going to stand face front. Your knee is open. So you've got that inner thigh that we're doing here, that stretch in this area. Okay, go ahead and bring both hands up because you're going to work this side while you're working this side. Keeping your elbow and your knee in the same plane, we're going to do 10. 1, and up. 2, slow and steady. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and come up. Let your arms roll down. Bring your leg off. Do your 4 heels up as you walk around to the other side, and then your knees up. And then you get this foot up. Open your hips because you don't want to be facing your knee, okay? You don't want your body facing your knee. You want your body open and away from your knee. I really don't want to hit my counter over here. All right. Nice and slow. We're going to breathe and do this good here. 10 and up. 9. Now, if your foot's on a step stool, you can't go as low. That's fine. You're working in your range of motion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come up, hands down. Go ahead and do a little shoulder roll. Put your chair out of the way. There we go. All right. So we worked inside there. We've done hips. We're going to do a little bit more in the same torso area. I'm going to stand at an angle so you can see what's going on. We're going to go into our hip hinge position. This is one of 2 more that we're doing. Now, we're not going to bend over to try to touch our knees. We're going to go into hip hinge position with our hands here, which makes your core activate a lot more because it's trying to keep you from face planting. So we're going to be here, and you're going to turn towards the knee. Notice I'm not bending towards the knee. You're going to turn towards the knee, and I'm going to take that same hip out. So the side that I'm going to, the hip is going to come out, okay? Don't bend your elbow in. Turn and keep your face open. Turn and keep your face open. We're going to do 20 of those. Remember, you're not bending down. You're turning and pushing a hip out. So it's 2 different things. Ready? Either side is fine that you start with. And 1, and come back up. 2, keep those elbows open. 3, and breathe. 4, 5, looking good, you guys. 6, be mindful of your back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 more. 10. So you're pushing into that hip back there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nice open chest, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Roll the shoulders. A lot of work in the shoulders today. The joint movement, just the endurance of holding everything. Walk those feet in or up. Whether you do forward and back or back and forth, do your 4 and 4. All right. The last big body motion is a windmill from the hinge position. So one arm will be up, one arm will be down. So what we're going to do is we're going to hinge. We'll take our left arm down and you're going to brace it on the inside of your leg. So you're literally going to push that arm against your leg while your right arm is up in the air. And it's going to look like this. So you're going to go here, give it a push for 1, 2, and come up. So you need to push it enough that you're feeling the inner thigh when you push against it with your arm. And then, of course, you've got your other arm up and open in the stretch. And then, of course, this looks like this. We're going to do 10. So remember, you're not leaning, you are going down into that hip hinge and then pressing that arm and then coming back up through the middle. So it's not a big turn like this because you're going to the same side. All right. Wide stance. Roll those hips back just a little bit so you're in starting position. We'll start with left arm down and 1, press and up. 2, press and up. 3, press and up. 4, press and up. If you want a little extra neck work, look up at your hand. 5, press and up. 6, press and up. 7, press and up. 8, press and up. 9, press and up. 1 more. 10, press and up. Do a little hip hula while you're here. And then, of course, you have to go the other way. Heel toe walk it in. Do your 4 and 4. And of course the knees up. All right, we have 2 more to do, which have nothing to do with legs, but we're actually gonna work parts of our arms now. So what I would like for you to do, stand there, roughly 90 degrees, palms are flat. And what I want you to do is I want you to flex your fingers down like this and your forearm tightened up. So we're working our forearms. 1, turn them over, flex them down. 2, turn it over, flex it down. 3, you want to hold it and then lift. 4, 5, 6, and press. 7, and flex. 8, and press. 9, and flex. 10, and press. 10, and flex. 9, and press. 8, and flex. 7, and press. 6, and flex. 5, and press. 4, and flex. 3, and press. 2, and flex. 1, and press. Go ahead and let your hands go down, check them out. So question, how many of y'all really wanted to do this instead of this? Me, I really wanted to do this instead, but since, we're doing the rotation. So how many of y'all feel the buildup in that muscle right there? Those are your forearms, and we use those all the time. One last one. We're going to the shoulders one more time to work on our biceps and triceps, oddly enough, with no weights. So go to goalpost for me. So you want to make sure that your shoulder and your elbow are in line. Go ahead and let your fingers curl gently. So they're in what we call a lazy curl, but your thumb is sticking out. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn your thumb backwards as far as you can go, and then forwards as far as you go. Now that you've got it forward, do you feel how the muscles under your shoulder blades engaged as you're trying to turn this forward and hold it? Muscles in the top of your shoulders. Now rotate it backwards, and you feel that your biceps have engaged and your triceps engaged. Forward, that's number 4. And back is number 5. Forward, number 6. And back, it's number 7. 8, 9, 10, counting down. 10, use that thumb to really drive that point in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, you guys. 3, 2, and 1. Big press out. Shrug those shoulders up, and then just let it roll down slowly. Just feel all of the tension in there as you're going through that, and just let it drain down through your fingers down here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle them out while I turn this alarm off. Woo, wiggle it out, wiggle it out. All right. Let's breathe our shoulders up to our ears. Hold it there while you exhale. We're going to breathe our shoulders back and hold them there while we exhale. We're going to inhale and breathe our shoulders down. Push them down and exhale and inhale. And just relax back to neutral. So we took the tension out of our shoulders. You can do that one again a little later. It's a great one, that up, back, down, and front. We're going to do 3 of our breathing exercises, and we're going to end this workout today. So just take a deep breath to set your shoulders. All right, 4 in, 2 hold, and 4 to 6 down. Ready. Again. Last one. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and we will catch you on the flip side.